visiting George Wranglers and the Lakeside Golden Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America with the Pledge of Allegiance, a moment of silence, and the Star Spangled Banner performed by the Lakeside Band. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now a moment of silence. And now the Lakeside Junior High alma mater.
Well, welcome. Here we are at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium tonight. You got the crosstown rivals, really actually same side of town rivals. George Wranglers over on Powell Street taking on the home team tonight, Lakeside Golden Eagles from over on Hilton Road. Golden Eagles kicking off first. It's been a tough road so far for the Golden Eagles. Ninth grade team has not had a win yet this year. Not sure what's holding us up getting started here. Looks like, if you look over on the opposite side of the field there, looks like the officials are having some trouble with the chains. They're a little tangled up. I guess getting the chain gang organized over there has taken a little time. It looks like they've almost got a chain that is 10 yards long. A few more knots left to go. A few links wrinkled up there. They're pulling out. Well, right now it looks like it only takes about 5 yards to get a first down at this point. This is only our second stream this year of Lakeside games. We had the opening game of the season, Lakeside taking on Central, and then we were scheduled to do Lakeside versus Central, and had a storm hit us right in the middle of the whole thing. There's our kickoff. It's going to be fielded by number 11 for George. And he's going to get around past the 20, close to the 25. We'll have the rosters here for you in just a second. I'll have you the numbers here in just a moment. Right now, everybody's a little behind getting rolling tonight, and I'm right with them. So it'll be 1st and 10 for George. They're at their own 23-yard line. And there's a fumble. Lakeside's going to pick it up. Looks like it's picked up there by number 9 for the Golden Eagles. And number 9 is C.J. Arvise. C.J. Arvise picks up the fumble, and the Golden Eagles are going to start with some pretty good field position to open this game against their big rival. Looks like number 5 on the carry, R.J. Ward. He's going to get about 2.5. Looks like almost 3. Gets up to the 9-yard line. 2nd down, and we'll say a short 7, long 7 or short 8. Quarterback Sizemore rolls out right. He's looking for Derek Jones there, number 11. overthrows him. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8 for Golden Eagles. Sizemore take the snap. Goes to R.J. Ward, who gets around the left side, cuts it up. He outruns one guy. Just can't quite get to the 10-yard line though. He's going to be short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and about. Looks like 4th and about 4. Ball is up to the 11-yard line. I think a while ago I said 9-yard line when it was really the 14. Well, they're at the 11 now, so it's 4th down. And they got about 4 yards to go for a 1st down. Of course, we're in 4-down territory down here. It looks like there's going to be a timeout taken. So we'll take a timeout too. We'll take a little break and hear from some of our sponsors here. You're watching the Lakeside Golden Eagles here on the Lakeside Golden Eagle Sports Network.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
Here, Lakeside Golden Eagles have the ball at the George 11-yard line. It's 4th down and 4. Golden Eagles trying to take advantage of a fumble. George on their first play from scrimmage had a fumble about around the 20-yard line. Golden Eagles are trying to get on top here early. Sizemore goes out. He throws it out for Derek Jones. Throws it kind of behind him. There is a flag on the play. Looks like it may be some kind of a procedure penalty against Lakeside, though. And both teams are trading out offense for defense. That's what it is. So the Golden Eagles, but penalties decline. I didn't see the actual call, what the penalty was, but the Golden Eagles are going to have to go on defense now. George declines the penalty, and they're going to take over from their own 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wranglers. Marcus Corbin, the quarterback, he pitches off to number 20, Eli Zamorano. He gets out of bounds around the 14. There's a flag on the play. Flag's in the backfield. Looks like it is holding against the Wranglers. Normally that's a 10-yard penalty from the spot. So that's going to take the ball, and the Wranglers are still looking at 1st down, but they're now at the 4-yard line. And it's 1st down at about 17. Hand off to the right side. Good hold down there for number 22, Giovanni Seja. And he's going to get back a lot of those lost yards. He gets up past the 10. Looks like they're going to spot it at just a little short of the 14-yard line. It's a gain of about 10. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Coben, the quarterback, fumble again. Quarterback picks it up, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. That was Brian Araujo with the tackle. Going to be a loss on the play, back to about the 11. So a loss of about 3. Puts the ball right around the original line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd down and 10 for George. George has had some trouble between penalties and fumbles. They've had trouble getting plays run, but the one time they got a playoff, they had a 10-yard run. Kobe back to pass. He rolls out to the right. He's looking deep. He throws underneath, a little short. Intended over there for Raxon Reckon. So it is incomplete. 4th and 10 for George from their own 11-yard line. Coben lined up behind. Now he's going to take a few steps back. What a lot of teams are doing, they use their quarterback and they'll drop back and take kind of a quick kick. And boy, it's a good one. Ball hits and it rolls, and it's still rolling. Picked up there by number 1 for Lakeside. It's Caden Roy. And by the time he got a hold of it, he had George coverage right there on top of him. So that is going to look, that looks to me like, let's see, that's 60, 50, 60, 75 minus 11. That's a 63-yard punt. Not bad for 9th grade. So Golden Eagles take over. Not quite the field position they had last time, but they're going to have it at the 26-yard line. Trayton Sizemore back at quarterback still. Derek Jones in motion, rolls in behind the guard, and then there's a whistle. Illegal procedure against the Golden Eagles. I didn't see exactly what they did there, but it'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll put it at the 21. 1st and 15. Hand off up the middle to R.J. Ward. He's hit right around the line of scrimmage by number 22, Giovanni Seha. He gets maybe a yard. No, it looks like he doesn't. They're going to put it back about the line of scrimmage there. So ball's at the 21. It's still 2nd down and 15. Sizemore back to pass. He gets Derek Jones coming out of the backfield, just kind of overthrows him. They really do want to go to Jones. Jones is a strong runner, good hands. Sizemore just having trouble getting it to him. It's about the 3rd time they've targeted him, and all 3 have just kind of been offline. That's going to make it 3rd and 15 for the Golden Eagles. And pass is incomplete there. It looked like he was in, Sizemore was thrown in the area of Jones, but there were a couple other Golden Eagles in the area, and a lot of white shirts. Not much there. It's 4th down and 15 for the Golden Eagles. They're going to have to punt. Again, their quarterback is back there as their punter, which can cause problems for defense. Pretty sure Sizemore's going to get it off. He does. He punts it. It takes a bit of a Golden Eagle roll. It's approaching the 5 and the 50, but it's going to leave it on the Golden Eagle side of the field. It's going to be down at the Golden Eagle 48-yard line. George is going to take over, 1st and 10, and we'll come right back. We'll take a quick break. Be back here on the Lakeside Golden Eagle Sports Network.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit explorespringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit explorespringdale.com.
Back. He takes a snap and goes. That's number 4, Jackson Reckham. Gets about 4. 2nd and 6 for George. And again, they're too tight. Bunch of up backs. They're playing the old single wing there. And Retcham is up inside the 40 up to about the 37, depending on the spot, maybe 36. Looks like 37, but that's enough for George first down. And George is just bowing up and saying, we're going to run this right at you, and we're going to run right at this spot. Retcham back there lined up as the quarterback. And they've got 2 up backs, actually 3 up backs right up in front of him, and they're just overloading that one hole. And there's a flag. It looked like maybe Lakeside jumped a little early. Of course, Lakeside's pointing at George and saying, well, they moved. But I think George is going to win that argument. Brian Araujo got a little no, they did call that one against George, so it's going to be illegal motion. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's going to be a false start against George. 5-yard penalty. So it's still first down, now 1st and 15 from the 42. Same formation. Retcham goes outside this time. Lots of blockers out there, and he does a good job getting through them. He's going to be run out of bounds over there by, looks like Todrick Jidham and Caden Roy. I'm sorry, that wasn't Caden Roy. That was, let's see. Well, definitely Todrick. I thought I saw number 1 out there. Yeah, that was Caden. I'm sorry. He's back there at safety. It's a gain of 7. I'm sorry. It's a gain of 12 up to the 30-yard line. It's 2nd down and 3. Whistle there. Whistle in the middle of the play usually is going to mean it's an offensive penalty. Illegal procedure against George. So they're going to lose 5 back to the 35. That makes it 2nd and 8 now. And there's another flag. It's this sideline again. And the official is I'm not seeing what they're doing unless somebody's moving early in there. But it's another 5 yards, puts it at the 40. So now it's 2nd down and 13. This time they're going to come over this way. Better job there by Golden Eagles. Jackson Watson from linebacker in there on the tackle. Brings Retcham down after a gain of about 5 or so. Looks like he got about 4. He's up to the 36. So it's 3rd down and 9 for George. That time they pulled those up backs across to the left side. Tried to run it out wide in there. Retcham looked to find the cuts inside. Did a good job finding them, but the Golden Eagles did a good job of getting people in position that time. And Retcham that time didn't have as much place to go, but doing a good job of breaking tackles. A lot of Golden Eagles in on the got a hand on him there. Had trouble getting him down. He gets about a yard or two. There are a lot of flags down on the field here, so I don't know if it's a position where there's either a hold or a face mask. Let's see what they say. It looks like that'll be the last play of the first period also. It's like personal foul against Lakeside. So they're going to mark off. 15-yard penalty will be another first down for the Wranglers. I didn't see what the penalty was. I didn't see what caused the officials to blow that whistle there. Their ball is now at the 21. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and run the last play of the period right here. And Retcham's going to take it again. He goes over to the right side this time, off tackle over there. Runs into a pile of Golden Eagles, but not before he gets about 5 yards on that carry. So that'll be the end of the first period. Our score is 0-0. George threatening inside the Golden Eagle 20-yard line. And when we open second period, they'll have it. We'll come right back here after a while. After a short break, you're watching the Lakeside Golden Eagles on the Golden Eagles Sports Network.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Well, welcome back here to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. We're about to open the second quarter. Not much has happened other than flags and turnovers at this point. But George is threatening right now. They've been marching the ball up the field. They were stopped on a 3rd and long, and a Lakeside personal foul gave him a first down. They ran a first down play of about 4 yards. So George has it at the Lakeside 22-yard line. It's 2nd down and 6. And there's Retcham. He tries to run inside, cuts it back to the backside. Pursuit has overrun him, and he is going to get in the end zone. And on the first play of the second quarter, George is going to take a 6-0 lead. It looked like Retcham was in trouble. Going off to the left side, good job of the end for the Golden Eagles, turning him back inside. But then once he went back, he had one man to outrun, and the pursuit was still pursuing him in the other direction. So George looks like is going to go for 2. And they're back there at their traditional quarterback. Marcus Coben's back there. Got trips over here in tight on the right side. He's going to roll to the right. Look in the end zone there. It almost intercepted by number 3. That's Melson Clanton. And the extra point's no good. So the Golden Eagles keep the Wranglers out of the end zone on the extra point. So George leads it 6-0 with 7:49 left to play here in the second. We'll keep it here. Lakeside's ready to go. They're already lining up to receive the kick. Anxious to get back on offense and see if they can make something happen. The Golden Eagles have had a few open receivers. And Trenton Sizemore's had a hard time getting the ball to him here this game. But I think Coach Dugan probably feels good about what they're going to be able to do here when he can kind of get his accuracy under control. Back there deep for the Golden Eagles, number 23, Iverson Basin. And over here on the other side, number 6, Joel Clement. And right in the middle, R.J. Ward. Oscar Bahena kicking off for George. Kicks it over to the near side, and number 30 for the Golden Eagles. That's, well, I'm not sure who that is. There's not a 30 on the roster, but he takes a fair catch right there just past the 30-yard line. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted around the 28 or 9. Looks like 29-yard line. So Golden Eagles going to have it at the 29, 1st and 10. Golden Eagles have trips to the right. Jones amongst them. Sizemore fakes it to R.J. Ward, comes back the other way, and he's going to be brought down. He runs right into Oscar Bahena, who takes him to the ground. That's a loss of about 4. It's 2nd down and 14 for Lakeside. Up the middle there, R.J. Ward takes the handoff. He loses it. I don't believe the whistle had blown it dead. Sizemore tries to pick it up. There's a scramble for it, and everybody's holding on to it. Looks like we're getting the 3rd down signal, so I'm guessing the quarterback got that fumble back for the Golden Eagles, but there's a loss of about another 3 or 4 yards on that play. The ball's at the 22. So it's 3rd down and about 17. Sizemore's looking deep. He's going for R.J. Ward, who was surrounded by George Wranglers, among them number 11, Brandon William, who intercepts that ball and runs it back to the Lakeside 27. So George is going to get the 2nd turnover of the game. They coughed it up on the first play, giving Lakeside some pretty good field position. Lakeside stalled out on a drive inside around the 10-yard line. George has got it back now. Now it looks like there's a flag on the field, and it looks like they're going to march the ball back from the spot where where William was brought down after the interception. So it's going to be on George, but it's going to be after the interception. Looks like probably an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That puts the ball at the Lakeside 42. So George is going to have it. The field position not quite as good as they thought they were going to have, but they've got it still on the Lakeside side of the field. 1st and 10 for George for the Lakeside 42. 5:55 to play in the second period, or second quarter. Handoff there, number 22, and he gets outside and he breaks a couple of tackles. He's finally brought down by Victor Barone. But that's Giovanni Seja with a nice run off to the left side. It kept looking like the contained men were going to turn him back in, and he just kept outrunning him. They got a hand on him, but it took a while to bring him down. Ball is up to the Lakeside 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for George. So Marcus Coben back, quarterback. Hands off there to, looks like that's number 11, Brandon William. He's going to get about 3 yards, maybe 4. He gets up to about the 15-yard line. Second down and about 7. Trips out to the left for George. They're going to hand it off back to the right, though. That's Seha again, and he's hit the backfield, not in the backfield, but he's hit out wide and brought down, tackled right there. Nice job by Melson Clanton. Did a nice job wrapping up around his legs and bringing him down. Does gain about 3 more. Ball is at the 12, or I'm sorry, the 11. So it's third down and about 3 to go. So here comes George, getting into 4-down territory here too. And here's that Retcham in his formation that his plays come out of, and the Golden Eagles run him out of bounds. I'm not sure he gained a yard there. Maybe right at a yard. Looks like they're spotting him right at the 10, so he gets about a yard. So it's going to be 4th down still and a long yard, maybe 1.5 yards. So the Golden Eagles have a chance to make a stand here, get it back, stay within 1 score. And there's a timeout taken by George as they try to figure out what to do. 3:24 left to play here in the second quarter. George leads it 6-0. You're watching the Lakeside Golden Eagles on the Golden Eagles Sports Network. We're back at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Got the battle tonight of the Wranglers and the Golden Eagles, 2 teams that feed Springdale High School. Wranglers have it at the Lakeside 10. It's 4th down and about 2, 1.5, let's say. And they're in that overloaded set again, George is. Retcham in the backfield. And with all that manpower up front, all it took was a little offsides play. So Golden Eagles jump. That's going to give the first down to George. They're going to get it now at the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal for George. And Retcham's going to follow his blockers to the left side this time. He's across the line. It's going to be touchdown George. They're going to take a 12-0 lead with 3:15 to play in the first half. They'll be lining up to go for 2. And they're in that same set. Retcham behind center. They're just going to go student body right. And this time he's going to be stopped. Number 52 for Lakeside making first contact in there. That's Jesus Barroso. So for the second time, Golden Eagles give up a touchdown, but they stop the extra point. Down 12-0. Golden Eagles are going to receive it here in just a little bit. See if they can't get on the scoreboard here with 3:15 left to play. Now, if Lakeside can get down, make something happen and score here, they're going to be getting it back to begin the second half. So they got a chance to get back here, and stopping those extra points is big. If you get in a situation where you start trading touchdowns, the fact that George has not gotten their extra points is really going to make a difference here. So let's see if the Golden Eagles can get something going here as we head into halftime. Bahena kicking off again. He's been kind of kicking it right around the 30-yard line. This time, it looks like it sat on the field there for a long time and ended up getting kind of kicked out of bounds. So I think Lakeside is still going to get it. Golden Eagles lucky right there. The young man fielding the punt didn't quite get it hauled in, and he looked like he was unsure if he should fall back on it once he didn't catch it. But the Golden Eagles have it. It's at their own 33-yard line. 3:08 to play in the first half. R.J. Ward up the middle. Had a nice hole at first. It got filled quickly by Giovanni Seja. So Ward's got about a yard. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 34. Yeah, it looked like Golden Eagles had a nice hole right there at the line of scrimmage, and Seja, the linebacker, filled it quick. Here's Ward, and again gets up. We get a nice little hole there, and Seja comes up and hits him. He's going to get about 2 yards, looks like, up to maybe 3, up to the 32-yard line. It's 3rd down and 6 for Lakeside. They need to get up to the 43-yard line. 2:18 and counting in the first half. R.J. Ward off to the right side. Now he cuts it inside and gets up right around the first down marker. He's brought down by Carson Hayter. Looks like he's going to be spotted just short. Ball's at the 42, and they need to get to the 43. It's 4th and 1. 1:52 and counting. Golden Eagles look like they're going to go for it. Well, they're running the offsides play there, but the tailback took a step, so it looks like it's going to be false start against the Golden Eagles. That's going to make it 4th down and 6, and that's a whole different story with 1:36 to play. Thing is, if the tailback hadn't have moved, they might have still had a chance to get that offsides play against George. But now it's 4th down and 6. And Trent Sizemore's dropping back there. They may still go for it, but he also may do that quick kick again. And here's a timeout taken by Coach Dugan. So he's going to go ahead and see if they can't figure something out. 1:22 left. Part of what he may be doing is just letting some time tick off before they punt. So we've got a timeout, so we'll take one too. We'll be back here with the last 1:22 of the first half in just a little bit on the Lakeside Golden Sports Network.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks. Bring on summer.
1:22 to play in the first half. George leads it 12-0. And the Golden Eagles have a 4th and 6 from their own 37-yard line. Trenton Sizemore back. Looks like he's going to punt. He does. Gets it off somehow. It looked like it was going to be blocked, and he gets a nice roll. It's going to go back to the 30-yard line and start rolling backwards. So it's going to be down right at the 31. George is going to take over there with 1:10 left. So Coach Dugan, he had a 4th and 1 trying the offsides play there, and the Golden Eagles jumped. 4th and 6 looked like they were in the process of running the same play. Coach took time out and decided to go ahead and punt it away here. And that ended up being a good decision, although it was really close to being blocked. I don't know how Trenton got that ball off over the end that was coming down at him. He got it through there and came out with a nice little spiral. Not a real long punt, but it hit with a low trajectory and rolled nicely. So now George has a ways to go with 1:10 left. And there's a flag. And it looks like illegal procedure against George again. I didn't notice what happened there. I'm assuming maybe one of them jumped. Marcus Coben at quarterback. Hand off there to Brandon William. He goes around the left side, breaks a couple tackles, but ends up getting a couple yards, but finally brought down by, looks like, Caden Roy and Todrick Gideon. So he gets about 3 up to the 29-yard line. 2nd and 12, 26 seconds to play. Nobody took a timeout there. George not trying to stop the clock. You're just going to see what they can get, not belabor it. And here we are going back to the right side. And nice job there coming from the backside for Lakeside. Number 12, Nixon Ricklon, makes a stop after about a 3 or 4 yard gain, but that'll do it for the first half. George Wranglers lead it 12-0. As we go into halftime, we should have a performance by the Lakeside Golden Eagle Dance Squad here coming into halftime. You probably will not hear music. The sound will probably be turned off, but you'll get to watch them perform. And then later on, maybe we'll hear a little bit of the band playing. The Golden Eagle Marching Band is actually here tonight. It's the first game of the year the band's been able to make it to. Looks like we're going to get George. Their cheer and dance team are going to come out and perform first. Coach Suter getting caught at midfield in the middle of the George dance cheer squad.
Yeah, it's going. You're off.
All right, welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Wranglers are kicking off to start the second half. By the way, just so you know, during halftime, we will usually leave the sound off. The reason for that is any recorded music that come through from a cheer and dance performance, or whether it's just the speakers playing music, any of those are not, well, I'll get back to that in a moment. Kickoff just now. The Wranglers got a little soft toss out there, and Golden Eagles couldn't handle it. It's going to turn over to George. George is going to have it at the Lakeside 40-yard line. Not a good way to start the half for the Golden Eagles. They had their hearts set on having that ball first. Had a little trouble handling those kickoffs, though. They're doing a good job of kind of pooching it over to the Lakeside left side. And young men that are playing those positions over there, not the ones that are used to handling the football. Nice job by George. Anyway, the copyright for the music, well, now we have a penalty. That is, well, we have a flag, but it looks like we have a timeout. It looks like maybe George was about to get a flag for not getting started on time there, and decided to take the timeout. So the flag went up, but the flag did not count. It is a timeout for George here, as they were anticipating being on defense, I guess, as they started the second half, and had trouble getting their offense out there. Looked like probably Lakeside had trouble getting all their defense out there too. Something that happens with junior high is you may not have all 11 of your first group with their heads completely in the game as you start a half like that. But anyway, at any rate, I was saying that the music copyrights are not something that we have when we're playing cheerleaders or dance performance and they're playing to copyrighted music. It's not generally something that's being paid for us to use. And YouTube, when we're streaming on YouTube, YouTube picks up those recordings and they know what songs have copyrights, and they foul up our stream. So what we've learned to do is we just take off the sound during halftime when there's music being played. So George gets their first play off. They run it off the left side, gets out of bounds just past the or right at the 30. So it's a first down for the Wranglers. Colby back there at quarterback, joined by Seha. Seha's going to actually runs the belly, puts it right on Seha's belly, pulls it back out. He saw a read he liked and cut it inside. Got about 4 yards, maybe. No, looks like more like 3. It depends on where they decide to spot it here. Yeah, it's going to be about actually it's more like 2. Looks like the ball's up to the 28-yard line. Second down and 8 for the Wranglers. And it's going to go to Seha off to the left this time. Lots of Golden Eagles there. He's going to get stopped after a gain of maybe a couple. Ball spotted at the 26. Third down and 6. And they've got that heavy set over there, so got Retcham in, taking the snaps now. He's going to follow his blockers, and Golden Eagles do a better job of stopping it this time. He's not going to get the first down. He's going to get a couple, 2 or 3, Looks like he's going to get about 3. He's going to get up to the 23-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 3 for George. Nice job by the Golden Eagles there. I wouldn't be surprised to see George run a similar look here. Actually, they may try that offsides play for a long count first. And they may run some kind of a counter off of that. Golden Eagles are kind of overloaded to this side. They do a nice job getting through there this time too, and they stop the Wranglers. Retcham's going to be brought down about the 22. He gets about a yard, but that's not enough, and the Golden Eagles are going to take over on downs. Nice defensive series there for Lakeside. Lakeside's kind of shifted their linebackers over into that set. I'm not sure what to call it. It's like a kind of like a wing T, except all the backs except for the one have kind of been pulled over here on one side. And Sizemore's going to hand it off to R.J. Ward. He's going to try to bounce outside, loses the ball. George jumps on it, but it's right around the out-of-bounds line. Not sure if they're going to have possession before he went out of bounds, but it looks like the official is going to say, yes, George got it. Ward he's not a very big guy to begin with, and he's running over there with a lot of resistance around him. And got the ball knocked out of his hand. Actually, I take that back. That's not Ward. That was Joel Clement, number 6, running the ball. I thought it was 5. So George is going to get it back. This is about the 3rd turnover in a row that George has gotten from Lakeside. Let's see if the Golden Eagles can hold up again here. Colvin back at quarterback. Hands off to Seha. He cuts it back inside right into Jesus Barroso, who's there to stop him. He does not even get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 25-ish. The ball was at the 24. Looks like he's going to put it right back at the 24, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Nice job by the Golden Eagles there. Coben up under center this time. Hands it off underneath to Retcham, and he's got nowhere to go. He's got several Golden Eagles there. Dakota Langford, one of them. Jackson Watson up there. Of course, the big man in the middle, Brian Araujo, was right there too. So loss on the play there. Actually, it's right about the same place, so it's 3rd and 10. And there was a reverse double handoff. Coben gave it to number 22, which he does a lot. That's Seha. He turns around and gives it back to Eli Zamorano, coming back the other way, and he's going to be tackled again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 4th and long for George. Nice job by the Golden Eagles. Did a good job of being in position there. Nice job at the point of attack, making people change directions too. And there's a timeout being taken by George. So we'll take a break too. There's 1:45 left to play in the 3rd. George Wranglers lead at 12-0, and we'll be right back on the Lakeside Golden Eagles Sports Network.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
5 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. George has led it all night. They're up 12-0. Lakeside with 2 turnovers here in the second half already. But defensively, they've really bowed up. They've done a great job. Defense has really come to play. Now it's 4th down and 11. Let's see what happens. Coben's going to roll out to his left, and he's got number 12 turning him all around. And Caden Roy's going to come up and finish him off. Number 12's Mixon Ricklon. Great job getting past his blocker, getting on to the quarterback. Coben really had to do a good job to shut the block right there. And then here comes Caden Roy, and he put him down on the floor. So it's going to be Golden Eagles ball. Looks like they're putting it at the 30-yard line. And the Golden Eagles have had 2 defensive stands right here after turnovers that have really if the offense can get something going here, that defense has really changed the complexion of the game. Handoff to Ward. Little mess up in the backfield right there, but Ward gets out and gets about 7. He's going to get up to about the 37-yard line. Eventually brought down by Marcus Hayter. But the Golden Eagles get 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. It's the best play in a while for Lakeside. And back to Ward. He takes a sidestep, breaks a tackle, gets hit hard, and fumbles the ball. And looks like big number 77, Arby Peter, comes up with it for the Golden Eagles. There's going to be loss on the play of about 3 yards. It's 3rd down and 6 for Lakeside. Big 3rd down play here. Lakeside has got to get something going on offense. Defense is keeping them in it right now. And there's Ward. He takes it off to the left. He's got 1 blocker in front of him, and he's got about 5 guys coming at him. He's going to lose another couple of yards. That's going to make it 4th and 9. So after a really good 1st down play, Golden Eagles have just headed backwards. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and it's still George 12, Lakeside 0. We'll come back and see what happens in the 4th on the Lakeside Golden Eagle Sports Network.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown fresh.
Well, we're back, and here we are at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. It's 4th quarter starting. The 2 teams have flipped sides. The Golden Eagles have it on their own 31-yard line. It's 4th down and 9. And let's see what happens. Coach Dugan may decide, down 2 scores with 8 minutes left, he may decide it's worth going for it here. Trenton's back. Looks like he's getting ready to punt. And he gets it off. Ball is caught there. And that's number 20, Eli Zamorano, and he does a great job. It felt like a fair catch, but he didn't actually signal a fair catch. He had the coverage all around him, and it's as if they were afraid to hit him. But he did not call for a fair catch. He went for it. Now, there's a flag down around the 37. Looks like that's going to be a hold against George. So that's going to help. That's going to bring it back to about the 40. Looks like he's going to put it at the. Well, he's still walking. He's going to put it at the George 48-yard line. Maybe he did call for a fair catch, and I missed it too. So 1st and 10 for the Wranglers. Golden Eagles, that penalty really helped right there. They, at least for the first time this half, they have George in their own territory. Retcham, he takes off to the right side, runs out of room, and he gets hit by, looks like number 12 for Lakeside. Comes from the backside and pulls him down. That's Mixon Ricklon. Still got 4 yards on that play. That right side of the George line, which, you put 3 good-sized backs right in behind them. They get a nice push over there. Now they're bringing it back to this side. Kind of waiting for that. Good job of pursuit right there by Caden Roy coming from the safety position. He doesn't get the tackle, but Nelson Clanton does. He hangs on for dear life and brings Retcham down. Retcham gets a few more yards. It's 3rd down, and let's see. Now, the ball's in one place, and the ball marker's in another place, so let's see. Okay, so ball's back at the 50-yard line. Lost about a yard on there, a yard or two. It looks like it's 3rd down and 8. Same formation. Now they take it off to the right side, and there's a nice job by the end, number 9, to turn it in. That's C.J. Arvise. He doesn't make the tackle, but he turns it back into the pursuit, who brings him down. He gets about 4. He's going to be up to the 46-yard line, and it's 4th down and 4 for George. Again, Lakeside's defense has just been so much better this half, and I think part of it is just that the Golden Eagles took them a little time to get adjusted to this formation that George is running. George is still running it, and I would expect on 4th and 4 they're going to run some sort of a different variation of it here. Let's see what happens. Going for the offsides play first. No, now they're going right at it. And it looks Retcham gets up there close. He, judging by where that side judge has his foot placed, it's a 1st down. I thought he may have fallen a little short of that. But it looks like it's going to be spotted up at the 42. And the officials are saying, they're saying 1st down. They're not even going to measure it, and that's fine. It's 1st and 10 for George. 4:55 to play. And George is pretty content with just keeping the ball on the ground, running all the time off that they can. Golden Eagles need 2 scores to get back in it here. And there's a fumble. That's just what we needed. And it looks like it gets kicked, and it's still on the ground. And the Golden Eagles fall on it, and that looks like that's number 9. That's C.J. Arvise, and he gets the fumble all the way back at the George 38-yard line. Golden Eagles get a major break right there. George lost control. Everybody's diving after the ball. It ends up getting kicked back in the Golden Eagles' direction. And Golden Eagles have a chance to make something happen here. Less than 4.5 minutes to play in the game. Sizemore behind center. Passes off to R.J. Ward. Fakes it to R.J. Ward. Comes out and hits Jones, Derek Jones. And he rumbles down inside the 20 up to about between the 17 and 18-yard line. Clock stopped for just a moment to move the chains. Golden Eagles have a 1st down. And that's a play that Coach Dugan's wanted to run from the beginning. Early in the season, we've seen the Golden Eagles use Derek Jones in that way. Fake to Ward again, and this time Sizemore's going to keep it. He's going to get a few yards. He gets up to about the 10. He's going to get about 7. Maybe 8 yards. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to put it back, it looks like, just inside the 10-yard line. So it's 2nd down and a long 2 for the Golden Eagles. Maybe 3. And here lines up Lakeside again. Sizemore's got it. He's looking to pass again. He's looking for Caden Roy in the end zone. And he's got him. Roy catches it. Nice, perfect placement. Roy has to go to the ground to get it. He does. It's a touchdown for Lakeside, and they're back within a score. Golden Eagles are excited. They've got the momentum here. And let's see, this 2-point play is really going to be big. If the Golden Eagles can get this 2 points in, then that makes the whole catching up situation a whole lot better. Looks like actually they're going to line up and kick it. 59 for Lakeside is Boris Caceres, left-footed kicker. And it looks like, I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like Coach has a question. Whatever it is, I guess there was a penalty on George. So now the ball has been placed up to the, I guess there was a penalty on George, so the ball is marked up half the distance, which puts it at about the 1.5 yard line. So coach has tossed out that idea of kicking the extra point. Feels like he's got a better chance to gain 1.5 yards than he is to make that extra point, especially with the prospect of 2. So let's just see what happens here. There's Sizemore, Ward behind him, and it looks like we're going to get another. No, this one's going to be called on the Golden Eagles. Looks like Lakeside jumps a little early there. Looked like another situation where Lakeside's trying to do a little bit of an offsides play and see if they can get another yard, and one of the Lakeside players kind of jumped the gun. So it's going to be 5 yards. It's going to put the ball at the 7-yard line. And it looks like Lakeside is still going to go for the 2. Snap goes over Sizemore's head, and it's still rolling around. George is going to fall on it, but at this point doesn't matter. That extra point attempt is no good. So the Golden Eagles are going to kick off with 3:25 left and a 6-point deficit. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back for the last 3.5 minutes of this game on the Lakeside Golden Eagles Sports Network.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full-service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville and Springdale.
All right, we're back here, 3:25 left in the game. Golden Eagles have pulled within 6-12, and they're kicking off here. Now, George done a good job moving the ball on the ground tonight. So Coach Dugan's got to be thinking something tricky here on the kickoff. Let's see what happens. And it is an onside kick. It's fielded cleanly by Raxon Retcham. Looks like the hands team was out there. He takes it down to the ground. And so with 3:24 to play in the game, George is going to take over at their own 48-yard line, 47-yard line. Excuse me, now they moved it back to the 46-yard line. And they've got that set again with Retcham back, taking the snaps. And he fumbles again. He fumbles. He gets on, he falls on it. Actually, that wasn't Retcham. That was Coben, the quarterback. And he bobbled it a little bit. It fell to the ground. Luckily for the Wranglers, he fell on top of it. That would have been a huge, huge play for the Golden Eagles. Clock is running. 3:02 to play. Golden Eagles have 3 timeouts left. So they can kind of stop it here if they need to. Coach Dugan, I'm sure, is thinking, you know, when's the right time to do this. I bet if we get to a 3rd and long, he's going to do it. And there goes Retcham. He takes off to the right side, and he's going to be brought down at the 45. Coach Dugan still letting that clock run. 2:36 to play. It's 3rd down and 11. And let's see what Coach Johnson's thinking. Coach Robert Johnson over there for George. He can keep it on the ground, keep running time, or he can risk a little bit, try to get that big 1st down that could pretty much end it. And here's Retcham again. He's just running off to the left side this time. He's going to be run out of bounds there by the Golden Eagles. C.J. Arvise doing a nice job getting him out of there, and that stops the clock, which is even better for Lakeside, although looks like Lakeside has gone ahead and taken the timeout. It's going to be 4th and 9 for George. You got to think they're going to go ahead and just punt it. Now, the one punt I remember them having earlier this game was about a 63-yarder from deep in their own end. So we'll see what that brings. Coach Dugan's just got to be glad to be getting it back. He's got Caden Roy going back deep. Caden, who caught that touchdown pass earlier tonight. So Coben's back. Marcus Coben back at quarterback. 4th and 9. He's taking a step back, which probably means he's going to quick kick it. He does. And Caden Roy's got it, and he's going to run. He ends up getting caught from behind by Raxon Reckham. He had a chance, I think, if he'd taken it and just gone. He had some room over there. There is a flag down over here around the 46-yard line. Let's see what that is. Usually that's some kind of a hold in that position. And that's personal foul against Lakeside. So they're probably going to lose another 15 yards right there. And that does not help with 1:40 left to play. 13-yard line is where the Golden Eagles are going to start. They can win it if they can get a little offense here. Touchdown, an extra point wins the game for Lakeside. Sizemore's back in the shotgun. I doubt there'll be a lot of running this series. Fakes it to Ward. Now he's looking deep. He looks back across to the inside looks like he was trying to hit Roy. Roy reached out and kind of tapped it. Couldn't get a hold of it, kind of tapped it, and I thought it was going to bounce into the arms of a George Wrangler, but it didn't. It goes to the ground, so no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Clock is stopped, 1:28. Golden Eagles have 2 timeouts left. Ball still down at the 13-yard line. Sizemore back to pass. He's looking over the middle. He gets He hits Joel Clement there, who comes down with a first down at about the 19-yard line. Minute 23 to play. Clock stopped right now to set the chains. Ball looks like they're going to spot it at the 24. Golden Eagles getting lined right back up. Clock running again now. Sizemore back there. He's got him lined up to run it. He's dropping back. He's looking. He's running away. Now he finds Roy, and it's going to get picked off. Looks like Retcham, number 4, is going to be the culprit, at least in Lakeside's eyes. That's who it is. Raxon Retcham with good coverage over there. He and Roy both had a shot at it. Retcham was slightly inside. Ball was just thrown a little bit more to his side, and he got up there. And he did a great job to get that interception because Roy was right there trying to knock it away from him. Actually, Roy had a chance to catch it, and if he had, if that ball had just been about a half a ball length behind, Roy would have caught that, and there wasn't anybody left to catch him. Minute 9 to play. George is just going to be content to let this clock run if they can get away with it. Lakeside's got 2 timeouts left. And George is going to let every bit of that 40-second clock run. 52 seconds to play, 30 seconds left on the play clock. And Retcham's just standing there. Everybody else is pretty much in position to go. Retcham's like, oh, there's 18 seconds left. Let's run this baby down. He's going to let it go as long as he can. Inside 10 now, he takes it, takes a knee. And that's it. Unless Lakeside takes that last time, one of their 2 timeouts, that'll do it. That'll be the last play of the game. There's 24 seconds left on the clock. And the clock has just stopped for some reason. So I guess maybe Coach did take a timeout and say, let's not actually take the timeout, just stop it. I don't know. But here we go. It's another knee taken by Retcham. 19 seconds to play. And Coach Dugan's not going to stop the clock. That's going to do it. And the Golden Eagles had a tough one tonight, but boy, they played their hearts out in that second half. That defense tonight for Lakeside was just awesome in the second half. Just too many turnovers, too many problems offensively for the Golden Eagles to win this one tonight, but they sure did show some heart coming out because it was on tap to be a runaway. It was looking like as we went into halftime down 12-0. Golden Eagles made a game of it, had a shot as they came back. So that'll do it for tonight. George Wranglers take this one 12-0 over the Lakeside Golden Eagles. Next week, Golden Eagles will be back in action. I'm trying to look up right now the schedule for next week. Looks like the 26th Golden Eagles are going to be taking on Fort Smith Northside. They'll be at Northside next week. And we should be back with you the following week. And it looks like on October 3rd, we'll be taking on Bentonville West right here at Springdale High School at Joe Williams Bulldog Stadium. So our next live stream, Lakeside Golden Eagles football, October 3rd, right here against Bentonville West. Have a great evening, everybody.